What's up guys, today I will be teaching you a permanent fix to a click no start issue. For those of you that don't know what this problem is, it's basically that you turn the key to start your car and the car doesn't start. You just hear a click and it won't start. There are several fixes out there, like changing the relay, bypassing the relay, installing a new ignition switch, but none of those things worked for me, and sometimes even when you do all those fixes, it still doesn't work. So what I decided to do was install my own ignition system. This way I bypass all of these problems and I make sure that the no start issue never happens to me again. Now before you guys go and install this, make sure your diagnosis is correct. It may well be something else like a bad fuel pump or something. So make sure that it is a click no start problem.
What you're gonna need is a push to start button, 12 gauge wire, some ring terminals, and a bolt with a hex nut.
First off, you're going to want to remove your starter. It's held on by two 14mm bolts. I'm going to run my wire to this ring terminal. Then I'm going to bolt it on to the starter.
Drill out a hole in your starter connector that's big enough for your bolt to clear. Do the same to your ring terminal if needed. Tightly bolt down your ring terminal to your starter.
This is where your stock connection goes.
Reinstall your starter, then run your new cable inside the original harness.
Then it comes out of the harness here towards the firewall. And I ran it across the firewall into the cabin. This is where the wire comes in. I ran it through the back. Then I ran it through here, making sure it wasn't in the way of anything. Choose where you would like to install your push to start button. I decided to install it here where the cigarette lighter used to go.
You will now run another wire back into the engine bay from the location of your button. In my case, I ran it below the shifter boot and behind the stereo. Make sure to run your wires through an area where they won't be damaged by anything. Then find a place where you can go through the firewall into the engine bay. Pull your wires through the firewall, but make sure you leave some slack in case you need to do any adjustments. Run one of the wires to your battery and install a ring terminal. Bolt down your wire to the battery terminal. You can see it bolted down here. This way, if I ever need to disconnect my battery, I don't have to worry about messing with that cable. Now that you have run your wires, you can come back inside and bolt them to your button.
Key open. Alright, this is a test run. Gonna need my Dremel. I'm gonna need this one. Perfect.
The button assembly was too big and it did not fit through here. I had to enlarge the opening. We will now proceed to superglue the square piece in place.
Now the square is super glued down. That's not a problem because I can just remove this panel right here and I can unscrew it from the bottom and just take the button out by itself. Okay, once you're done, you want to reconnect your battery. Now we can test it. Turn the ignition to on. Foot on the clutch. Neutral. that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and share, subscribe if you haven't. I have many more videos on the way.